Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Bayer Leverkusen and RB Leipzig have played a 2-all draw. So let's go ahead and talk about this. I mean, what a game of football that was. I expected that type of game. I said in my prediction that it was going to be a close game. It was going to be an entertaining game, but I thought that Leverkusen might edge it, and they could have easily edged it because they conceded in the 86th minute, but they could have easily had 4 or 5 goals in that game. They were so good in that game. It was just not that. Day to day. I mean, Florian Aurich, I don't know what he had to do today to score the goal. He hit the crossbar 4 times in that game. He single-handedly destroyed RB Leipzig defense. Forget about any other Leverkusen players. It was he is the mastermind of destruction for Leverkusen this season. The way he moves with the ball, his on the ball ability is something else, but his off the ball antics are really special, to be very honest with you. He keeps on circling and he's everywhere. Whenever they need a special pass, when they need a special moment, Rich is always there to be the guy to provide that to provide that moment, to provide some inspiration for Leverkusen. The game starts and both the teams were really into it. I think Leverkusen were a much better, a bit better, sorry, as compared to Leipzig in the early stage of the game, and that's why they were able to score that early goal. Again, Florian Wirtz takes on the defense. I mean, two defenders, he sends them both away, right hand side, left hand side. Takes the shoot. Unfortunately for him, hits the crossbar, but fortunately for him, goes straight to Patrick Schick, and she just had to hit in the empty net. Nobody was there. It becomes a 1-0 for Leverkusen. Patrick Schick just didn't even celebrate because he know it was basically not his goal. It was a Ritz goal. It becomes a 1-0, and sort of. Leipzig sort of wake up after that. I mean, they started to have the possession, they started to create chances. That the thing with Leipzig, this is, I don't know what has happened. They have sort of fell off after 2-3 months. They have majority of the possession, but they are just not able to create that many chances. Leipzig, I think that is the problem for them. Something has gone wrong, and I don't know what it is. To be very honest with you, they are playing the same way that they used to play before, but the last couple of months, it is not really working for them, and they really need to do something very quickly. And they played like that. They had majority of possession. Leverkusen were very happy to let Leipzig have the ball. They are, Leverkusen and Xabi Alonso, they are very confident, of to being, absorbing the pressure and then hitting the teams on the counter attack. And then again, it was Florian Wirtz comes again, creates that counter attack, and the ball somehow goes to Alex Garcia, and he scores that. It becomes a 2-0 to by Leverkusen. And you're thinking at that moment in time that it's a game that in the street Leverkusen I have won it, and it's not going to be, not going to be a comeback from RB Leipzig. But then Leipzig have a free kick and they scored that goal. I mean, what a free kick that was. It becomes hits about 25 yards out, hits the crossbar, goes in right in the back of the net. It becomes 2-1 right before the end of the first half, and I think that was a very important and crucial moment. If they go in the second half at 2-0, I think Leipzig would have been a lot more dejected. But having that goal, taking a goal back, they knew they just needed one good chance, and they could have easily come back into the game. Second half comes in, and Florian was like within the first minute of the game, he comes back again. It was so easy for him. Like, he basically destroyed today Leipzig defense. So easy for him to move forward, move them around, take the ball away from them. Like he had them on strings, to be very honest with you. And he hits the crossbar yet again, and this time unfortunately nobody is there to to follow back. The ball goes out, and the game basically continued. Leverkusen kept on hitting them counter after counter. And Ritz, they had another chance as well. The goalkeeper makes the save. Ritz has another chance. They hit the crossbar yet again. I mean, it was basically the Ritz show today. Leipzig, they had one chance, and they scored. I mean, that's what I said, because you need really Leverkusen really needed to score that goal for that, to take that safety, to make sure that they have extra safety, but they really did not, and they finally concede right at the end, 84 minutes. At first it felt, the referee gives the offside for that goal, but then they go to VAR and they realize that the Leverkusen players is the one who has headed the ball. It becomes own goal, and it is 2-2, and the game ends 2-2. Is it a fair result? I really don't think so. It was a fair result. I think Leverkusen were much better as compared to Leipzig in that game, and I really feel for Rich, to be very honest with you. I mean, I really don't think I have seen a performance of a player who has played so good. I think he was 10 out of 10, and he was, a couple of great saves by the goalkeeper, hitting the crossbar 3 times. He was a 10 out of 10 performance, but he has not scored a single goal. He has not even given a single assist, and his team has still not won. So I don't know what Florian Wirtz would be feeling right now at the end of that game. He would be just baffled at how he has not scored a goal. ball out and how his team has not won after him playing such a great game. And I would say Leverkusen overall were much better. They were much more composed, much more calm. I really like this thing of Leverkusen. They had a setback a couple of months ago where they went like 2 or 3 4 games where they were not able to win a game. They were not getting any points, and after that it has been quite a composed. It feels like the Leverkusen of last season. They're so calm, they're just so composed. They just don't take and they don't take pressure, to be very honest with you. And today again, even though as I said, like Leipzig had about 65%, 60% of 65% of possession, but it didn't really feel like that Leipzig had a possession because they really did not do that much with it. And Leverkusen, who did not have the possession, they were the team who were doing everything every moment. Whenever Leverkusen had the ball, it felt like they were gonna go ahead and score. But Leipzig, they had the ball so much. You didn't. It did not even threaten Leverkusen or the people watching at home or the fans as well. So Leverkusen, I will be quite disappointed, especially with Bayern winning as well. So I think that puts a damper on their title challenge. But I still think they are in the title challenge. I think it's going to go along. This title challenge is not going to end up quite quickly. They should not really lose hope at the moment. It was a big game and it was a good performance, but it was just not their day to get all 3 points. Leipzig, on the other hand, I keep on saying the way that they are playing and the problems they are facing to not being able to convert those chances, to be very honest with you, is really concerning, and they really need to come up with something really quickly. Otherwise, it could turn out to be a very bad season. That started, they were like 10-11 games, they were undefeated, and they were really on a tally with points with Bayern Munich. Everything was going great for them, and now they are in a place where their top 4 places in jeopardy as well. So Leipzig really need to wake up and smell the coffee. Otherwise, it is going to be quite late. It's already 19 games have gone, so you're really starting to come to the last end of the season. So they really need to do something and figure out a way, because there are so many teams fighting it out to come into the top 4. And I think if it continues like even for one more week, I think Leipzig are going to be out of top 4. Maybe I think this week is as well they could be out of the top 4 if my match is correct. And if not this week, next week for sure, if they don't get the 3 points, they are going to be out of top 4. So that is a big concern for Leipzig. So quite an interesting game and quite an interesting set of scenarios for both the teams to look at. I don't think either of the club is going to be happy with it, but I still think that Leipzig would be the a much more happier side as compared to Leverkusen after this game. So yeah, that's it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Leverkusen's performance, what you guys thought of Leipzig's performance. Do you think Leverkusen have enough in them and to go ahead and still challenge Bayern for the title? And what about Leipzig? Do you think they are going to finish in the top 4, or do you think they have really messed up and they are going to be drop out of the top 4 at the end of the season? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of February, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.